up, y'all? We back at it with another video. Hope you're having a highly vibrational day. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed. Let's get straight into it. This video is about Oneitis and why Oneitis is dangerous. Due to like Disney movies and cartoons and other media, we have this very strange concept in our heads that there is one person. There is one individual person out there for everybody. I don't mean to shit on your dreams if this is what you believe, but no, there's none. And that is what the whole concept is called, is Oneitis. There is one person for you. It is actually dangerous. Okay, so stick with me. The truth is, there is no one person out there for you. So let's think of it in the most practical way. There's about 8 billion people on that planet. I don't know what you're into, male, female, whatever, but 50% of that is the opposite sex. Or shit, if you bisexual, then you got even more options, right? That means there are 3.5 billion people that you can potentially mate with, and then lower that number depending on what age bracket you're in. The point is, there is literally millions of possible relationships that you can have with people in different countries, cultures. So tell me, why would there be only one person for you out of these millions of people? There's only one, and then that person is going to conveniently come into your life. Now, I know I may sound like salty, or I may sound like I don't believe in love, but it's actually the opposite. It's actually the opposite. There are multiple people out there for you. You can go to China and probably find somebody that you will fall in love with. You can go to India and probably find somebody you will fall in love with. You can go to any place in this world, and most likely you will find somebody that you fall in love with. But the reason why Oneitis is dangerous, and this is the most important part, the reason why it's actually dangerous is because, think about this, divorce rate is 50%, and I would say, and this is not too far, at least 25% of those marriages that stay are people who are unhappy with their marriages. Now, that's because Oneitis has been ingrained into our brain. It has been ingrained into our society, monogamy in particular. Now, nobody knows the reason why the divorce rate is at so low, because 50%, that's an F. That's an F, right? So nobody knows 100% why the divorce rate is so low, but I can guess that it is because of this Oneitis. You see, people want to believe that their spouse, they're the one. They want to believe that, oh, they're the one. And because they believe this, they stay within that marriage. And they start having very subpar partners. They start having subpar companions because they believe that they are the one and there is no other people outside of them that can fulfill their needs. So I'm not saying give up on love, but I'm saying look at it in a different way. There is not one person out there for you. There is multiple perfect partners for you. And when you think like this, it widens your range. See, there's a lot of people who get into their first or second relationship and they stay with that person. Maybe they're my age. Maybe they're around like 18 or something. They get into a relationship and they stay with that person for as long as possible. And they put that person on a pedestal because they believe in this one dimensional thinking of that this person is going to be with me for the rest of my life. And there's no other person like them. What they don't know is that if they would have broke up with that person who probably treats them like crap, but they ignore it, if they would have broke up with that person and got with another person, oh wow, actually, this person fulfills more of my needs. This person's more of my perfect match. And maybe you break up with that person, and then You get closer and closer and closer. I mean, when you first start in your first couple of relationships, you don't even know what you like. You don't even know what you like. But you put somebody on a pedestal. You put somebody higher than yourself, which is obviously one of the most unattractive traits in all human history, is putting somebody on a pedestal, putting somebody higher than yourself. You put this person on a pedestal because you have Oneitis. You believe that they are the one. They are the Cinderella, right? They are the golden or glass slipper, whatever it was. To conclude this video, I want to leave you off with this. If you want to have a perfect relationship, you got to stop searching for the perfect relationship. You have to date. You have to go out. You have to be with multiple people throughout your time until you want to get married, or maybe you don't want to get married, whatever you want to do. Till you actually want to find that person, you have to actually go through multiple people and be rigorous with your process. Don't just ignore things that are kind of important to you. Like personally for me, I can't be with a female who eats meat or who doesn't exercise. That's something for me. That's a boundary for me. You gotta ask yourself, what is a boundary for you? But a lot of people, they just see the first person that comes through their way, and boom, that's it. That's their one. That's the person that they're gonna be with for the rest of their life, and then they get divorced. So ask yourself, maybe even write them down. You know, I'm always saying journal. Even wrote this whole video down. What are your morals? What are your standards? And how do you want your partner to go up to that? Do you want to be the 50% that divorces? If you don't, which I'm guessing you don't, then you have to actually have certain standards required. And you will, if you have those standards, and if you date rigorously, and if you are constantly, meeting other people, then you're gonna find that person who fits those standards. But don't automatically jump on the first boat that comes across. But I believe that's it for today, guys. Much love to you. Have a highly vibrational day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.